We are live. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Texas Turf Podcast, where we give you the best Texas football content possible. You got my man right here, Lewis, above me, big time Dallas Cowboy fan, and me, yours truly, Houston Texan fan. And we're going to get you some really good football content. Before we do anything, make sure to like the stream. Make sure to follow the channels. Got my channel down here, Jam Sports Factory. Got his channel up there, Lose Takes. And first and foremost, I want to say football season is coming very soon. Tomorrow, the Houston Texans start their training camp, which is always a fun thing to see. And there's some storylines going on with the training camp. I guess we're doing it first because we have the Hall of Fame game coming up, so that's exciting. This team looks like they're ready to get stuff rolling. All the veterans and the rookies gonna come in tomorrow, so hey, the content will be coming heavy. But Lewis, go ahead. I introduced myself. You go ahead and introduce yourself. Talk about your team a little bit.
What's good, y'all? It's Lose Takes. Hey, we back at it again. Ready for the action. Football season around the corner. NCAA has came out. Life is good again. We can put 2K down. So, throw 2K away. Yeah, I'm just excited. More news. The dry season, the dry spell is over. Just hit 500 subscribers. Shout out to all of y'all.
Right
You know what I'm
out.
saying? We now we striving for 1K. We're gonna take it day by day, every day. Cowboys, eh, still no signings yet, but there is some names that we might be able to sign in free agency. Some sneaky names. Some sneaky names.
Mm.
But yeah.
Hey, life's good. NCAA, I gotta get NCAA. I see people trying to get Sam Houston. They building dynasties in Sam Houston. That's what we went to college. Say, I'm down. I love to see it. Houston Texans, they do a training camp tomorrow, like I said. And the things, it's kind of surreal. Is it crazy how fast football season, like the off season? Do you think off season went by fast or went by slow?
I think it's kind of both because it's just nothing like basketball season because basketball, at least we get like summer league in between. Football, I think the draft happened back in April, and
Yeah.
and then like the free agency happened back in March, and within that first week, everything dries up, and now it's just signing your own players and just news and predicting what the team gonna be like, and we just itching for football season to come back, just all around.
Yeah, well, for us, when it comes to the Texans, it's been a very lively offseason. I can't even tell you how many people we've added. Obviously, the expectations is high, and I know Lewis and every Cowboy fan, especially John, they like to put that out. Um, and like to me, I love the nitty gritty stuff. I love the obviously the quarterback and the receivers all like big time stuff. But I do a big like position of battle that's going to happen starting tomorrow is that cornerback two spot that is very big because obviously Derek Stingley is the guy. Defensive Player of the Month of December. Very dope. But Jeff Okuda came in, the guy we drafted Lassiter. He's been really shining in his offseason. So we'll see how he looks as well. We have our corner position is very that is a battle because I'm really curious who comes out of that because it's very uncertain. And you really do need that second corner, like someone you can really rely on there because obviously, having a bad secondary is hell in the NFL. So, I don't know if you have any thoughts on the cornerback position, our second corners. I don't know if you think they have a shot of being good or not. Do you have any opinions on that?
Yeah, I do, because Jeff Okuda is somebody that when I was playing football, he was in my class.
Um,
Person in my school was like real close friends with him. So like I, know somebody that knew Jeff Okuda, and he was one of those guys. I think he went to Ohio State. Got drafted top lottery pick to the Lions. I think he got injured the first year. Then the second year, it was just him in miscommunication with the defensive coordinator. I think they had like a bad stint with their D coordinator before they got who they got now. And then he went to Atlanta. Atlanta had a good secondary there. I think they're solidified over there. They have a good pass defense, and now he's here in the Houston Texans. I mean, I don't know if this is going to be his last chance, but look, you get good results when you put you'll be surprised what people do when when they're desperate enough. You might, and he's fighting for that contract. There's a perfect opportunity with him over there in the Texans. There's not a clear cut guy, so like the position is wide open. So yeah.
Anyway, that's a good point. I don't know. Do you think? So you said, I remember you said safeties are a position of weakness. What do you think of the corner though? Do you think the corner position's also? I'm just curious.
No, it was because the safeties was the ones missing them, like missing tackles. Like y'all was getting beat when like those coat cover 4 beaters was bad. I just found like the safeties being more out of position than the corners. Y'all big plays last year, more often than not. So yeah. He's a
I don't know
guy.
if there's sarcasm. I
I
don't
don't
know
know
if
either, but it's just shout out to you, bro.
that's hilarious, bro. Yeah, but I don't know. So there's other positions of battle like the left guard spot, which isn't as exciting as obviously that cornerback 2 spot. One thing I do want to talk about is a big position is wide receiver. If you go through our depth chart at wide receiver, bro, I don't even know. Like I can't even name. Like there's so many. I'm gonna try off my head, right? So we have obviously there's Stephon Diggs, Nico Collins, Tank Dell, and then after that you get what's it, Robert Woods. You get Noah Brown. You got Mechie as well.
Yeah, John Mechie.
And then there's like other guys. I think there was a guy we got from the Rams. I think it's like Skowronek. I forgot his name.
Oh, I know. Yeah, Sporonic. Yeah, I know. Yeah. He's gonna be a preseason feaster.
Yeah, which there's so much talent. Let me see if I can pull up our depth at wide receiver. There's so much talent. Somebody has to obviously not make
pass catchers. You got to count Dalton Schultz in there too.
Yeah, and Dalton. Yeah, Dalton Schultz is a hell of a receiver as well. So just having that many receivers, I don't know. Xavier Hutchinson as another guy I forgot on the team. There's so much. I don't know. Let me go stat muse. I gotta look at all my receivers. I'm gonna share my screen.
You got the undrafted guys.
Let's see here. So I'm gonna go get this a little bigger for you. I start with Noah Brown. I love that. Noah Brown, don't know you. You probably get cut. Nico Collins, Tank Dell, Stephon Diggs, Xavier Hutchinson. Obviously he's a training. Some people training camp guys. John Mechie, Steven Sims is decent. This is that Skowronek guy. So obviously I know the people not making the roster, but I know Ben I heard is pretty decent. John Mechie is the guy I really want to give a chance to. Xavier Hutchinson got good size, 6'3", you know what I'm saying? Stephon Diggs, Tank Dell, it's crazy. Nico Collins younger than me. That's crazy. I didn't even know that. That's crazy to me. That's crazy. I don't know why I feel like he'd be older than me. But yeah, so I mean, somebody gotta go. You think Noah Brown? I don't know, bro.
I don't know. Like you gotta forget about special teams. So there may be the thing of what keep Noah Brown on rosters what people don't understand is his special teams play, and he's a hell of a blocker for a receiver. So even though I make fun of him, but he was a hell of a blocker, especially in screens. That's somebody you can rely on, run game. So there's more than one way to get on that 53.
Yeah, true. I mean, I think Noah's gonna make it. How many receivers usually make a roster? You think what's 5, 6, 7? How many people?
I think it's 6 because 6. I want to say I don't know 6 to 8. I don't know. Don't quote me on that, but I just know. Okay, for the offense, we're gonna need at least 4 or 5. Really 4. Yeah. And then you got the guys who are going in on special teams, being the gunners on the punt return or on kickoff return or kickoff and kickoff return. So yeah,
okay. So if I look here, he gonna make it. Let's say 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm saying Robert Woods makes it as well 5.
My money on Skowronek too. Because Skowronek, he barely made the cut on them Rams teams, but he made it. I commend those guys. I don't know about you, but I find I very much respect the guys who stay in the NFL for a while, on a year-to-year basis.
Yeah,
that one quarterback that played for 15 different teams. Less than Johnson, something like that. But
oh yeah, okay, I got you.
Yeah, remember because he was on that Niners team that let the Eagles get to the Super Bowl.
You
But
know,
when Brock Purdy went down, he went in, but he wasn't good because he just got there in December, so he barely knew the playbook. But like, I still commend guys like him because like he found a way to make a roster every year, and I think that's hard to do. Like being that close to like the fire,
mhm.
basically like your career being ending and you still fighting every year to get on the team. So like, don't sleep on Skoranek because like he always finds a way, and he pretty sure he probably will find a way again this
All right, well, hey, that's an endorsement to you, my man.
season.
But yeah, I think I don't know John Mechie. I don't want John Mechie to get cut though. John Mechie got too good of a story though. I think he still has some potential there. I don't know.
Mhm.
You think he might be a casualty?
No, I mean he got speed. Speed always kills. So yeah, like as long as if he can find a way to be a good deep route threat, I don't think y'all have a legit deep route threat yet, right?
Um,
I mean,
yeah, I guess. I mean, Tank pretty cool, but I guess not like a straight
like a deep ball, like what Will Fuller was supposed to be, like you know what I'm saying, like.
full is like yeah, but yeah. Hopefully he just dropped that ball like no other boy. That was my guy.
It's good. It's good to like have them types, like you know what I'm saying. So
Okay, well, hey, you know what I mean? Hey, that's our battles. That's what's gonna happen starting tomorrow. And hey,
mhm.
I'm going to live stream all of the updated stuff that happens, like CJ Stroud, how he looks, how Stephon Diggs looks, how all the players looks, Daniil Hunter, how everybody looks. I think D'Amico Ryan's, another year under being a head coach. He's a rookie head coach and took his team to playoffs. I think, he's a smart mind. I think this team can really do some things. Schedule harder than a mug though, so you're not going. I don't know. We know 13, 14 games, but I think 11-win season definitely is in the cards, and hopefully this tomorrow is the start of a special season. Passing over to you, your Dallas Cowboys. Your season starts in a little over a week,
Mhm.
and last year had some highlights, had some lowlights. Is there any highlights that you want to break down for the good people?
Talking about from last season, highlights. What? I mean, I'm gonna say it over again. Like, I mean, despite like the last game of the season, Dak had a great like season, especially like with the run game pretty much being non-existent the entire year, and the fact that we were still able to have like I guess a top 10ish offense, and we just like a completely like left it behind. Like we just went mainly into passing the ball. I mean, he did a good job. Um, Forgot Deron Bland coming on the scene. Hopefully he could be a solidified CB2. Uh, who else? Micah had a good season. Oh, yeah, CD coming on the scene.
CeeDee Lamb, yeah.
Yeah, CD like probably had. Yeah, hold on. Yeah. I got some guys. So CD
Yeah,
solidifying himself as I believe is a top 3 receiver in this league. Whether it be high quantity or not, the guy's he's hard to guard, he's hard to tackle in the open field. So that was a big highlight. And then shout out to my guy Tyler Smith, who's on now our best O lineman, which is like a big, it's a big compliment to be the best O lineman on the Cowboys because we historically have great O linemen.
Mhm.
Taking over that, I feel like Zach Martin wasn't his usual self, but like he was our most consistent, most dominant, and it showed with him getting the All Pros and the accolades and everything like that. So yeah,
Let me ask, who do you think is the best player on your team? I'm just curious.
the best overall player is probably I think it is CD. Oh no,
Also,
Micah, because
okay.
he's constantly in the race for like the best defensive player of the year.
All right, so could you rank the top five? I'm just curious. Top five Cowboys on your team right now.
Micah, CD, Dak, uh, ooh,
Top
oh
three.
Tyler Smith, obviously, and then shoot, Zach Martin.
Okay.
No.
And how many of those five you think of going has a shot of going to the NFL Hall of Fame? There's a Hall of Fame game coming up. I'm just curious what you think.
Oh, like I think it's only like one. Like solidify. I mean, I think Zach Martin could get in because he was like the best guard overall, like for a long time. But definitely, I think it's Micah. Because Micah at one point was on like, well, it's still like he did some stuff like that, like Lawrence Taylor didn't do, like the original LT. Like the stuff he was doing is impressive. Like having, what is it, double digit sacks first 3 seasons. That's never heard of. The kind of player he is, I think that's the really the only to get into the NFL Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go. Hey, any of those out of those top 5, I guess more Micah. Do you think Micah could be in the top 10 of the Cowboys of all time? Do you think that's possible?
I think CD is already the best wide receiver we ever had. But yeah, Micah.
What? Oh, yeah, I'm here for it.
Yeah, so like Micah, yeah. I think he could be the best defense. Gotta really no, he ain't the best defensive player we ever had. It's Dion. But definitely number 2. Like, especially impact, like yeah, when you just take a look at the overall picture, yeah, that may be a hot take, but I definitely people don't believe it, but CD is the best receiver we have ever had.
Expand.
And I know this early. And I know
like, you gotta expand on that play.
Well, like it's okay. Expanding, okay.
What's up, my man?
What's good, y'all? What's good? Make sure you like and subscribe. But
get that off. Get that off.
So I don't think what we do. Would you say we have a rich history of wide receivers? I think we do.
Drew
Pearson, Michael Irvin, Des Bryant. You know what I'm saying? So, but like the combination of route running, I think when it comes to route running, he's the best route runner we ever had. We just never had anybody to have that kind of season that CD had. I don't think people understand it, but like Tyreek Hill, I keep saying it. Tyreek Hill was on pace to break the 2,000 mark, like the 2,000 receiving yards mark, and he lapped like CD caught him, and CD didn't have like the great start that Tyreek had. Like he just went completely off, going for 1,600 y'all like close to 1,700 yards in a season. That's one of them seasons, man. Like that's the best wide receiver season we ever had. Like guaranteed. Because I mean, shout out to Michael Irvin, but when Michael Irvin was playing, he wasn't never the clear cut best. He wasn't. I don't even.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, I don't even.
Jerry Rice though. He ain't.
Like number. I don't think he was number 2. Like number 2 was around that time. Randy Moss was in the league. If I'm tripping,
a little later.
Chris Carter, okay. Like I'm blanking on names, but it's like there's names in there. Like granted, like he was good. Like he was just getting like 1,200 and everything like that. And we were mainly like I want to say we were mainly like a running team. Anyway, we just had a godlike run game. We had Emmitt Smith. So and then Drew Pearson, yeah, like I don't think Drew Pearson was the best in his time. Like there's an argument for CD to be the best receiver in the game right now. There is an argument, but
I don't know if he won, but I guess
there's an argument when you take it like an account like availability and just overall like season. I don't think there's never an argument for Dez, Michael Irvin, or Drew Pearson.
I mean, Dez had a hell of a season. Was it 2014? When he had
he had like 20 touchdowns. Yeah, that was crazy. That was yeah.
But I guess Antonio Brown though. Yeah.
Yeah, like you know what I'm saying? Like it was not even that. Like what was that, 2010? No, that was like the gold.
Calvin Johnson and Antonio Brown.
Yeah, gold. That was a gold mine of receivers. Calvin Johnson, Antonio Brown, Julio Jones, the Green Bay receiver. I'm just blanking on his name. Devontae Adams, like that was the peak. Terrell Owens, like Well,
You got to be comparing Michael Irvin. You got to be comparing.
T.O. We didn't have T.O. for long.
No, on your team, yeah. T.O. had one really, really good season.
Yeah. T.O. was his best years, I would say, you think it was in the Niners?
Yeah. His best years collectively in the Niners, I feel like his best year is that 1 year on the Eagles. Yeah. He was so extra. He took he helped me get the Super Bowl with and he was broken leg. He was doing his thing with a broken leg. Unfortunately, though, you run into plot and you're always going to lose because that's the main character and you ain't messing with him. But yeah, I mean, Terrell Owens, he was dope for y'all. But I mean, CeeDee Lamb, obviously the easy answer is Michael Irvin for the historic, the playoff. Also, if you account for playoff successes and how you perform in the playoffs, then that's when the Michael Irvin factor comes to play because he did show up in big games and made clutch catches for you. CD, we still seeing if he can do that. We haven't seen that in the playoff setting where really, I need this. I need you to really be here type of thing. So we'll definitely have to see. But
do we really count playoff success for wide receivers? Like we view Andre Johnson as one of the best receivers, but did he have playoff success?
Well, yeah, I mean, I guess it ranks. It's a different tier. So, if you say a Jerry Rice or a Larry Fitzgerald that one postseason, a couple postseasons, we help. It helps rank you up. It's not you don't need it as much because Randy Moss, even though he makes Super Bowl.
Yeah, I have Randy Moss like you know what I'm saying, 1 or 2. You know what I'm saying, like when it comes to ranking receivers, I don't value winning because they if anybody has less control on winning, it's definitely the wide receiver because there's so much. The show just came out and they had a quote. There's so much to go into before they get the ball, and then there's so much that have to go right after they get the ball. So
did you watch that show? I want to see that. I know Devontae Adams was cussing up a storm. I know he was pissed at the world because Jimmy Garoppolo was on him all day. You saw that?
I'm getting to that part, but yeah, I've started watching. Yeah, I've seen clips. It's like, dang, he was starting to go. If Jimmy Garoppolo stayed, man, it's crazy. At one point, we was thinking Jimmy Garoppolo was better than Brady. That immediately died.
Yeah, I mean, Belichick tried to get that going, but that was that died quick, huh? Yeah, that wasn't even a thing. But yeah, I can see the receiver position. Okay, it's obviously very dependent. I remember Tyreek Hill was gunning for there was an MVP bid because he was having that historic season for a good amount of time. I remember the last person I remember did that was Antonio Brown, but it always falls short towards the end because I guess you have to depend on the quarterback, and then I guess at the end of the year the quarterback doesn't give them that enough touches to get to that 2,000 or get where they need to get to.
Right.
But I mean, CeeDee Lamb. I don't know, if you take talent-wise, if you say you can make a great argument that he's the most talented receiver. Obviously, Des Bryant is really, and obviously Terrell Owens. But yeah, we have an argument for that. Obviously, if you do greatness, then that's when the greatest receivers. That's when you add in that clutch factor and the longevity and all these things. So, you definitely have to wait a little bit if you try to add that factor in there. But for talent and just pure receiver, if you want to make that argument, you go ahead.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So
you got to carry for y'all because you ain't got no other receivers. That's tough.
There you go.
Now, your tight end with Jake Ferguson, right? Is he a good receiver? I mean, John be hopping him up, but I'm just curious. Is he actually?
Yeah. I mean, I think he's gonna leap into that top 5 tight ends this year. If everything's go correctly, he's that good enough that he has that much potential. Especially after the catch, they call him Baby Kelsey or Dollar Tree Kelsey. There's something there. That's all I'm saying. And he's very underrated right now. And I feel like he's poised to make, that good of, a jump this year. So, yeah.
All right. Well, speaking of all this, we did talk about highlights. So we're going to show some highlights in NFL. Don't do nothing about it. Just don't copyright me none. Now, let's show these highlights for the Dallas Cowboys. We're going to look at the top 10 Cowboy highlights according to Dallas Cowboys. Let's see if I can make this. Let me go full screen this. Get this out of my way. And let's see what these Dallas Cowboys. Let me see. Can you hear this?
Yeah, I can see it.
Completions continue to change the looks that the Dolphins have to
Oh my gosh, they said F the Cowboys highlights. We don't want to know. Hey, shut that down quick. I remember. Okay, this game, y'all lost this game, right?
Yep.
Is this a long? I'm freaking. They don't want you to see no highlights. I bet you if I go to my thing, you go to my thing. They show me all the highlights. That's hilarious. Let me see this. I'm gonna do it like this. Let me see what happens here. This is like an excellent catch. Okay, no.
They don't want us to be great today.
The NFL is smart though. They said we not copyrighting nothing. No, the NFL is smart. I like how smart they are. See if you can share it. I'm just curious. I'll give you the access to share your screen. I'm pretty sure I can do it. That's hilarious. The NFL said, F that. You are not going to take that away from. Okay, there you go. Let me go ahead. You go ahead and share your screen. See if you do that. Oh, look. I stopped sharing my screen and it went. I love that. I stopped sharing my screen and they start showing it. I see the whole thing. I see everything. That's hilarious. Let me do this. I want to see. And who's this? Cooper? Who is Cooper? This person on your team? Let me exit all these. Let me exit all these tabs so you can have a better chance of looking at this. All right, we're gonna try this one more time. We're gonna see if we can watch the top 10 Cowboys plays. We'll see if this can be cooking for you, Lewis, because I need to see why y'all were so confident throughout the season for some reason. Let's look. I'm gonna try it again. I have less. Let's see if they show me Cooper one more time. All right, I got it. So, okay, let's see. Number 10. It's Tolbert. I thought I said Cooper. Okay. What's the score? 7-16? No, that's the one possession. Is that one possession? 2 possession. Okay.
But it's not. Hold on. Let me try to. It's not. It's choppy.
Yeah, I think this is going to be PI.
Good catch.
Did he even look? No.
Yeah, it's choppy on my end.
Oh, it's choppy for you?
Yeah.
I think flowing for me.
Hold on. Let me see.
Hey, I think it's.
Prescott has to pull it down.
Oh, okay. Let me get it. I got you. Let me get you there. That thing was flowing for me. All right. There you go.
There you go. Let me. Can you see it right here? Let me see.
Yeah, I can see it.
Completions continue to change the looks that the Dolphins have to defend.
Lamb open in the flat. Prescott looking to go deep. Has him in.
Fight for the ball. Who's got it? Tolbert's going to have it.
Yeah, it worked. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think we can play these bombs all the time. You know it's a clip over here. Like nice. You know what I'm saying? Real talk, real speed. Get off me. I remember this game. We watched it live.
Prescott has to pull it
Oh
down.
yeah, that's funny.
Eyes down.
Oh.
Throws back. Finds Pollard.
Is that okay? I was like, okay, there you go. There's no way that's your 8th place point.
Hey, I'm still mad. He should have scored.
First down
He
at the
should have scored.
And you can hear the crowd so loud. That's so ridiculous in LA, bro. Like they shouldn't be in charges, bro. They shouldn't be. That's ridiculous.
Man, that boy gonna be on the Eagles? And he gonna be on the Eagles? Hey,
Oh, Barkley, huh?
it's okay. Do that on the Eagles for sure.
Oh no, that's that ridiculous game. Yeah, that's stupid.
It's okay. We live at this service, man. It's all good.
The Giants are freaking like they're signing a lot.
Oh my god. That's number 5. Okay.
Bro, y'all be nah.
2 timeouts left for the.
Oh, I remember that was a very good play.
Interception picked off by Wilson.
Oh, that boy Jared Goff. I know that that plot stuff for real, bro. And and I remember they should have won that game, but the coach did something dumb.
How much does McCarthy want to rely on that in these early downs?
Second down. Prescott put through again. Lamb in stride.
Yeah.
I guess number one should be the long touchdown by Lamb, I believe.
Yeah.
They gave him the
99 yards.
They gave him the play of the year. I know the play of the year really should have been that 9-11 like walk off punt return touchdown on Monday Night Football, but I don't know why they came up with that, but it's fine. Oh, it's number 3.
It's not number. It's not. Yeah, it's not number 1.
So how is this the third best play you got, and this is the best play of the year? That makes no sense. Man.
Oh, because they probably got the play where he broke the record for the picks.
Man, ain't no way that you think that's the best play of the season. That is no way.
Yeah, these pick sixes. That's crazy. Ain't look at that.
Hey, boy, Bryce Young, bro.
I'm not gonna say nothing.
Oh my gosh,
I'm not gonna say a thing, bro.
Yeah, I guess
Yep, I told you. It was the.
Second and 10. There it is. This is
Now how I'll let NFL history and pick sixes. I mean NFL history. No, that's what I tell you this. This game, like this one, this Thanksgiving game, right? I know that's such a terrible game to have. I mean, you had the pick six record, so that helps that. But besides that, bro, like the fact y'all be playing these terrible teams is why.
But it's not. But it's tradition that we play Washington. I'll tell you, it's.
I know, but I know you play. There's times you have played other teams. Like they gotta switch it up. The tradition don't work.
One time we did play like I think it was Carolina.
That's when my man Dab on those folks.
I was like, oh my god.
I missed that team, boy. That was a good team, boy. Man. Yeah, go ahead. See if you can pull up my stuff since you know.
Let me. It may crash because they don't, what I'm saying. It's a Cowboy laptop. I'm trying to get this ad through.
Yeah, and if you don't know what we're doing right now, we are watching our highlights of last year as we're leading into the 2024 NFL season. So the Houston Texans, we're on the clock. We got a good year though. Listen, pull this full screen.
Number 10 is a kick?
No, number 10 is a kick by a running back. When our starter broke his soles. That was big time because full screen. See full screen.
Stroud to throw the blitzes on. He floats one wide open, and there he goes. Tank down all the way in.
This. Can you full screen?
Is it full? It's not full. Let me see.
It's not full screen. I need to see this.
There you go.
Get the football to begin the second.
All right, what game? Let's see.
This is
this that sexy throw. This is that sexy throw. Let's go. Sexy catch. Now a lot of these highlights gonna be CJ Stroud, maybe the Tank Dell probably get a good amount of them. There's gonna be a lot of CJ Stroud. There's not gonna be a lot of other things besides CJ Stroud. It's gonna be nuts to CJ.
You gonna miss the classic uniform because y'all got a whole nother uniform set now.
Yeah, we do. This is gonna be a long touch, 75-yard touchdown.
Oh, I remember seeing this.
I mean,
that's what I text in the group. I'm like, damn, they really are doo-doo brownies.
And now,
what we at now?
Tampa Bay.
Oh, this the game winner. Number 6. Interesting. And I think that should be top 2 because that's the game winner when he set the NFL record for passing yards by a rookie.
Oh my god.
That should be, yeah. There's gonna be a lot of CJ, and there's gonna be a lot of Tank Dell, CJ Tank Dell, bro. Gonna be that a lot. This one I want that stupid game. That's number 5. That should be much lower. Bro.
I think he took his house. We're like, oh, we got a game now.
Yeah, we got that one Browns fan in the back who's talking so much. I was like, hey, next year, we play him again. I want to know where he was at, boy. And we scored.
I went to a Jets game, and I had a heckling Jets fan.
Quarterbacks in this game under the age of 25.
Quite a bit of kick returns, huh?
Oh no, yeah. Because we had our
fullback. He was like a trio.
Oh, dang right. Took Jacksonville, boy.
Oh my God, he's moving. That's a kicker.
That was a crazy thing.
Just pathetic, Jacksonville.
That was great. Hey, the fullback, I was watching that live stream now. I was like, dang, we really cooking these boys.
That boy dropped it and picked it up and went to the crib.
We had a lot of return touchdowns, bro.
Yeah, a lot of return.
So, hey, we had a great special team this year. I think we were ranked number 1 in terms of total special team. Yeah, that was maybe keep Steven Sims. Yeah, keep Steven Sims. Yeah, that was in the postseason. Needed that.
Only Jordan Stout in the middle had the
He had a good amount of return touchdowns, bro. Keep that special teams coach. This is the most watched ESPN game of all time. I don't know why, but it's the most watched ESPN NFL game of all time. I have no clue why, but it is. It just is. Pick six. Pick six. Mine.
You can count on them doo-doo brownies, boy. You can count on them doo-doo brownies.
No, you and Harrison, that's gonna be a movie show this season. That's gonna be a movie, bro. That's gonna be something special. Hey, we're destroying these boys. Number one is first play out of bounds. Got a touchdown. Mine, first play. That's how you start.
And it's Nico Collins.
This was our first playoff game for real. This at week 18. Win you in, lose you out. Needed that one, but this was our playoffs. I know it's a playoff started the next week, but no, this was the playoffs. Because and you faced a division rival too. Needed that, bro. I needed that. That was a stressful game. We had 3 straight Saturday games, bro. I remember we had 3 straight. And it was all prime time. All stressful out of my mind. That was so interesting.
They got y'all playing like a damn college team, goddamn.
Yeah, we had there was 2 games. They had the Steelers Ravens. I don't know if you remember that. That was also a lot of playoff implications in that game.
Yeah. I remember that. Because we was mad. It was like, why is the Steelers getting the playoffs?
Yeah, I was pissed. What's up, Gabriel? How you doing, man? But yeah, the Steelers got in the playoffs because who lost? It was Jacksonville. They lost to the Titans. That was such an interesting. Hey, what was your favorite moment of last year, bro? It's just like, besides take your team out, just look at the NFL. Because you go ahead. Actually, don't even, because I know you're gonna say the Eagles losing. Don't be just that simple. Expand your mind a little bit, because last year was a lot of terrible because the scheduling was bad. I'd say for me though, I did enjoy the Week 18 madness. I enjoyed just like, me winning the Steelers. When the Steelers beat the Ravens when they're arresting everybody, we didn't know that would have such big implications because we fully expected Jacksonville to win. So when they lost, that muddied everything up, and then the Dolphins had to play the Bills for the 2 seed, and then whoever lose dropped down because it was so many implications that you had no clue what the day was going to bring at all. So I Week 18 they did right. The other weeks, Week 18.
It was just so big. Probably the Ravens and Niners game. Oh my god, I was like, like what? When I don't even remember like watching like half that game, but it was like when I saw like the score, I was like, oh my god, I thought that was gonna be one of the best games of the year. It was hyping it up, and then they went into like that. I'm like, oh my god. What is another game? I'm trying to believe.
I mean, obviously the Jets versus Bills. That's an all-timer.
That's all-timer.
I'm saying, what's another prime? Think of another primetime game that you can recall that you would like.
I mean, remember they all sucked like last year. Like it was all
they
like.
Did. I know you gotta go through the weeds.
It was some terrible. I think the Lions Chiefs.
It's the first game of the season yet.
The Chiefs, they had some pretty entertaining games, but I don't really. It was nothing really else entertaining. So hopefully this season was good.
What's up, my man? Hey, if you're in here, make sure to subscribe to the channel. More Texan and Cowboy content, especially tomorrow. Texan training camp starting. So, hey, what's up, everyone in the chat? Definitely thankful for y'all taking the chance on us coming in here and hey, show us some love, But yeah, go ahead, Lewis.
Yeah, like it wasn't that many like primetime games that actually live up to it, like live up to the hype.
Let me see. Let's see time. Primetime games. Look at some primetime games 2023. Let's look at full list of primetime games of 2023 season. I'll share my screen. There should be no lag. I'll share my screen. And then from there, you can just tell me, was this trash or not? Can you see my screen?
Yes.
All right, let me get a little closer. So the week 1 primetime games, Lions at Chiefs was dope. Cowboys at Giants was trash. Bills at Jets were dope. So this week 1 was dope. 2 out of 3, that's good. Any of these games stand out for you?
No. Absolutely no.
No, this one my man broke his leg in half. That was just crazy, right? what's my Nick Chubb? He something bad happened. Any of these games stand out to you? This game was awful. That Raiders Steelers, bro. That's when Josh McDaniels malpractice as a coach. I remember he did something ridiculous. I forgot what he did, but I just know it's malpractice. Any of these stand out?
No, like terrible.
And do any of these
prime
stand out?
time?
Man, it just none. See,
The Lions Packers was a better game.
It was cool. I think
Chiefs
actually
pretty good because everyone was downplaying and then playing down to the level of the Jets.
And Seahawks Giants. I just remember Daniel Jones kept throwing interceptions. And I remember, I remember it was a bad game for them boys. By Bears Commanders was dumb. Cowboys Niners was bad. Packers Raiders was bad. Broncos Chiefs. I think they lost. Broncos lost, so that wasn't that good. Giants at Bills was actually kind of entertaining, but like it's not. There's no story to it. Cowboys at Chargers was okay. We watched that live. Jaguars at Saints, blah. Dolphins at Eagles should have been lit, but it was pretty mid. I think this game was good. I think 49ers Vikings was good, right? I think the Jordan Addison had a hell of a game. It was an upset, if you remember that game.
Yeah.
Teams, Bucks, Bills, Bears, Chargers, Titans, Steelers, Bills, Bengals was that mid? I think that was a mid game. I feel like that wasn't as good as it should be.
Yeah, because I think I don't know if Joe Burrow was playing or not. Like it was off and on.
I think he was playing. It just was.
He was
the Bills' offense was so mediocre, this game was the most boring game I've ever seen. I live streamed this game. Biggest mistake. I think I left this. I think me and Maurice we live streamed this. I think we left the game because of how it was so awful and boring to watch. I couldn't do it long. Panthers Bears was terrible. That's funny. Jets Raiders. This was Broncos Bills was cool. It was cool. So I mean, you're looking at this. None of these games. Seahawks Cowboys was cool. Chiefs Packers was good. This wasn't bad. This was actually a good week.
Seahawks. Yeah, that was a good week.
But if you look at these, they're all pretty mid. You had to go week 18 to be determined due to flex scheduling, and it was lit. They should try to do that more often now, because the Giants, and the Jets having all them primetime games late in the season was a bit. So no game really stand out for you. Was that the worst season or something?
It was definitely was because I don't know. It was just a combination of whenever we had a primetime game, it ended up being a blowout. It ended up being disinteresting, and then it was just that AI did terrible of what. Because remember, if I remember correctly, all the good games were being played at 3, 12.
Yeah.
It was so bad. And everyone couldn't see it. It wasn't that's the beauty of primetime. Everyone gets to see it. So it was only showing part of the world, here, where this game was. So yeah, that was the bad part.
Yeah, well, like we discussed, I believe earlier, that this season the primetime games look much better. So definitely excited to see what that has to entail. I think there's another video you want to show, a TikTok video, if you want to pull that up.
Oh, you could probably pull that one up. That's on your.
I have it, but like I said, I might be Mr. Lag guy. You don't want to mess with me.
Okay.
And if you're here, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to Jam Sports Factory. Subscribe to Louis Takes. Give us some love. Give us some support. Louis, he hit 500 subscribers. So, hey, get him to that 1,000. And this podcast is sponsored by. I need to get to that, boy. I need to get to that. Trust me, if I get to that point, it'll be lit tea. But, hey, I'm at 1,000. He at 500. So, hey, get us up there. If you want more if you're a Dallas Cowboy fan, go follow him. If you're a Texan fan, go follow me. If you're any fan, just follow us. If you like NFL football, just follow us.
You know what I'm saying? For real.
We have a lot to talk about. And when the NFL season comes, then Lewis gets on his toxic side. So you get to, but the thing is, when he gets on his toxic side, he becomes enemy.
I'm gonna be toxic right now. This is the video for it. Can you hear it?
Did you share screen? Let me mute the music. No, I don't hear it, but let me get it down.
Share.
Yeah, you gotta share the screen. Okay. Hey, pull it up.
There we go. I thought I said hey, look, finna get toxic right now. Look at Cam Newton getting back on Cowboys' good side.
That's why I will insert Brock Purdy right here.
Are you the reason, or
we're winning, or is it just the team? Because if the team is the reason, we can find anybody to do. And this is just not no bash to Brock Purdy. We got to find out what Brock can do.
Yeah.
Okay? Who's also on that list? Jalen Hurts.
Why so? Because they got everybody on their team.
Oh, he's loaded like a baked potato. Receiver there. Another receiver there. He got
running
defense.
Back. Saquon in the backfield.
Like, do we need to find out, are you the reason why we winning, or is it the team? Tua Tagovailoa. Are you the reason?
Yeah.
Or is the team the reason? Baker Mayfield. He could be in tier 2 too.
Okay.
Because we need to see if you could consistently win. So that reason, now back to the problem. Okay. Bryce Young. We need to find out, is he the reason or the organization?
Shout out John.
He didn't ask it.
Shout out John.
Tier 3, Justin Herbert. And also, 2, he could be in tier 2 as well. Because we spending a lot of money on you. Anthony Richardson. Or is he the problem or is the team the problem? Because we got to, because I even had to reach out to the dude. Like, bro, stop taking these damn hits, bro. Damn, bro, like, this is a first down run. Get your ass down, slide.
So what do you think about this list?
So the reasons of it, looking at Brock, yeah, I mean, that's fair. You know, I think he's a game manager, but if you know how to manage, use a point guard, I just call him a chill point guard, bro. Jalen Hurts, that is a funny one. That's the one Lewis loves the most. You know, I am curious to see what he does with less. Obviously, you don't want to give your quarterback less to even be with in the first place. But sometimes when you're in that position, you have to carry, which is like an NBA thing. How good can you carry? Super Bowl, he had a hell of a performance over that Super Bowl. But after, last year he wasn't bad, but he definitely had some. It was okay. It just wasn't good enough, obviously, after a Super Bowl run. So, Baker Mayfield, that was a good little surprise story for them boys. In Tampa Bay, definitely didn't expect him to play that well, and he has some good talent around him. I don't know, Baker shouldn't have that much pressure. I feel like he went from being a bench player, he was off the bench, to now he's starting, and he took team playoffs on a playoff game. Bryce Young, we'll have to see. Number 1 overall pick, CJ Stroud. Number 2, you're gonna be, it's gonna be compared for the rest of your life. So we gotta see more talent, what he does, and hopefully he does something. Herbert, I'll give John. This thing I'll say with John. So John. Yeah, you have a good point in terms of Herbert does get a lot of excuses going his way. I think because he has a lot of pure talent and he doesn't get the results. But they try to hide the fact that a lot he didn't got no plot because he got James Harden type plot to me so far. So we'll see. He could be James Harden, hell of a player, great offensive talent, right? Just can't close, and that's what I see. They lose by 3. I told you, Chargers always lose games by 3 because they can't close. And Anthony Richardson, he in my division, so we'll see. Hey, slide. You have to slide, but me, I'm trying to hit you, bro. So I ain't about to give you that advice, but you do need a slide, and that should be an interesting battle between CJ versus Anthony. And Anthony's kind of interesting to put on here. I don't think that his rookie year he did barely even play, but yeah, the list is cool. I know you're happy Dak wasn't on the list. You happy. This man like Cam Newton. Now he had a whole video.
Look, man.
Looking Cam Newton now. He likes Cam Newton.
He's speaking nothing but facts. Nothing but facts. I'm sorry, but he's speaking nothing but facts. Justin Herbert being on this list. Look, I am kind of with John as well. There's a year go by, I am less and less on Justin Herbert because, I know the situation around him has not been good. I know the coaching staff has not been good. I know the receivers, yada, 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 defense, no run game, yada, yada, yada. Was it him who blew that 4 touchdown lead?
It was the team, but it was him too. It was the whole team that did that.
It was him. It was
no, but look, I try not to blame because I blame the quarterback, but there was no play where he gave them a score. He just didn't do anything,
I thought
which is a problem.
did he throw like
But
interceptions? I'm trying to remember.
no, Trevor Lawrence threw the interception. He threw 4 of them,
Yeah,
but then
you're
they had
right.
one
But
second.
I mean, dog, you can't like do anything for you to like
Yeah.
keep the progress going.
There was a play though. I don't know if you remember this. There was a play when old boy, I forgot, he didn't know his assignment. He knew. I don't know if he forgot I forgot what he did, but he was in the backfield. I think it was like a motion play, and he did something so incorrect. He never saw the field again. And I looked and I was like, that's some good incompetence that's being played around. I know they're gonna use that film. They're gonna use that clip to say, you see, he ain't got no talent around him. But I mean, the defense, I blame a lot the defense for that because that's such a crazy switch from 4 interceptions to like 4 touchdowns. But I do that's crazy, right? But I blame Herbert as well for.
I mean, it's just at one point
control the game.
Like I always say, like I value what you can do without. Yes, because I know when you finally get it, you'll be a lot better than what you are. What Justin Herbert has been without, like, he hasn't been good. Like he hasn't been. I'm one of those people who firmly believe in order for him to be successful, he needs to have less control. Like he needs a run first team around him, and he, can carve up a team that way. Like, I think that's what Jim Harbaugh is going to do in Los Angeles. But I'm just glad all these names are getting grouped together because that's what they deserve to be, in my opinion. Especially like I kept saying again, Brock, Jalen, but it annoyed me because these were names that were brought up in the MVP conversation. And in my opinion, they should have never been in the MVP conversation to begin with, regardless of stats, especially Brock Purdy, because he had another MVP alongside with him. Like, how are you the MVP when you have and I look further down the ballot, your teammate is there? Like, I'm just saying, it doesn't look convincing that you're the MVP on your team when you have somebody who's doing, if not the same or the more effort or more production than what you are. And best believe he was doing a lot more because he was the reason why, like, y'all are that dangerous, Christian McCaffrey. But
yeah, well, that's definitely a good point. And I know every 49ers fan would like fight you nail and tooth. I think, yeah, I mean, just if I'm a 49ers fan, I'm not mad. Like Brock Purdy's a good quarterback. He's not gonna carry the team on his back, or he hasn't done that yet. Maybe he develops into that. You never know. But like obviously, a 7th round pick at the end of the draft, so you wouldn't expect that. Like the results Brock Purdy has given you is so outstanding compared to every Mr. Relevant in NFL history. So like you just take what you got, and hey, honestly, 49ers may go back to the Super Bowl. Like you got the team for it.
I mean, Brandon Ayuk has officially requested a trade. If Brandon Ayuk goes, I don't know if they have a receiver.
But they ain't got to offer that. They don't have to they don't have to give that to him.
They're gonna definitely trade. If he wants to trade, they're gonna trade him because like he doesn't want to be on a team. He has all the leverage. Why? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I guess. But I mean, even without, I mean, it'll hurt them. But there's no, I don't see no NFC team. Maybe the Packers, but no, like, I don't know. I don't see a team there that's like really challenging. But at the end of the day, there's one thing I'll tell you. I'll tell you this: there's always a surprise team in the NFL. Happens every single year. There's always a team that legitimate, and we were last year's surprise team. 1,000% we were. So someone knew it was gonna be a surprise team. It could be so that gives the beautiful thing. I'll tell you, this is the beautiful thing about the NFL. Everyone listen. The beautiful thing about the NFL. There's, I mean, to an extent, because obviously the main character is still annihilated. but there's like a hope factor that the NBA doesn't present, because the NBA you definitely need a superstar to have any shot of doing anything. But in the NFL, there's something. It's just like every year you're like, you could be a Carolina Panther fan. You just think maybe this year just things click. Like obviously there was no reason for us to click, right? There was no reason for me to just have a 10-win season, win a playoff game. There was no reason for that. But every team has a shot to be that surprise team. All of a sudden you're 3-1, 4-1, and you're like, oh crap, what happened here? Players just elevated. Maybe a free agent signing is playing much better than you thought. Something happened that's really, or maybe your schedule is pretty chill, and you can tell what type of team. Maybe they have a chill schedule in the beginning, and then at the end it gets harder, and then now they start to fumble, but they make the playoffs type of thing. That could also happen, but that's the beauty of the NFL. So in the NFC, you never know. Maybe there's a team like maybe the Saints, maybe the Seahawks. Oh boy, said the Seahawks gonna make the playoffs. Maybe one of those teams start doing something and start winning 10, 11 games and being competitive. But usually the surprise team always loses to that's that the team, like the main team that always has been good, like the Chiefs or the Niners or Ravens. So, I don't know who you think maybe the surprise team this year. Maybe you have like Seahawks is a good option. I don't know if AFC if you pick anyone.
Atlanta's a good option. Packers, maybe. What if they build upon it? What if the Lions build upon it? AFC is kind of hard.
The Denver Broncos, Pittsburgh Steelers. Nah, Steelers.
Steelers are a sleeping giant. Actually, that's who might, if they can land Brandon Ayuk. Oh my God! And then now they're just a quarterback away.
And they got two of them. So you pick which one you hopefully one of them turn to be something. Russell Wilson and Justin Fields. You would hope that one of them turn out to be something.
You will hope.
Maybe the Patriots. You never know. Maybe they follow that Texan way. You got the linebacker head coach that used to play for you. You got the new quarterback, shiny quarterback. He seems smart. They showed the Giants showed their off-season stuff. They what's it called? That Hard Knocks of the off-season. So he seems smart. He was breaking down film, or he's breaking down whatever. He's breaking down something to old boy. So Drake may look smart. So I'm just saying, like, it could be the Patriots. But that's the beautiful thing about the NFL. The team that should be good, Chicago, right? Chicago, they should be good.
You're right. Chicago's a very good. Chicago's gonna be one of those teams that's fun to watch this year. It's gonna be very interesting to see.
Thank goodness, because I know that Caleb Williams stuff. I said that's the slam dunk. If someone given Caleb Williams, bro, you don't snatch him immediately. You didn't even earn him. You were just giving him. You better snatch him immediately. Let me ask you, think Carolina would have picked Caleb Williams if they had the number one pick? And say they kept right. They had Bryce Young. They drafted Bryce Young.
Oh, they would have got rid of him. They would have because they're definitely a wishy-washy team. They're definitely gonna, not be like, oh, we're gonna stay with that guy. I mean, and I like the moves they made. I think they're gonna improve the season as well.
I hope so.
Yeah, I mean, especially with the draft and getting guys like, yeah.
Yeah, because Bryce Young, he had that was just absolute trash. Let me ask you this, Lou. Let me ask you this. What are you looking forward to for the Cowboys? Next week's your training camp. Is there anything that you're looking forward to for the Cowboys training camp? Any position battles? Any headlines, storylines? Like, what are you looking forward to for this?
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a movie. And this is just what the Jones family want. I'm looking forward to first if we're gonna sign our guys first, because I mean you don't know this, but like usually like with a tactic, I mean right now everyone's playing hard to get because Jerry has to go through or Steven has to go through the agent.
Thanks,
and was good, and like. It's the agent is just not going to budge until he gets that number. But when you go to camp, it's just you're by yourself. You're living on campus or on campus, just like college. But what I'm saying, you're staying there. They know where you at, and they come knock on your door and be like, "Hey, you want to talk about that number? Let's just try to get it done. We had a good day." Like they have more like how do I say it? Like they can like, it's just more access, more ability, and somebody may fold and give in and sign something that it may not be in the best interest of their agent. So I'm eager to say that. Linebackers, it's going to be a very interesting storyline. I'm very excited for that because it was our weakness last year, and I feel like it's the strength of our defense now. Seeing that, wide receiver 2, who's going to. I didn't talk about it, but there were some like lofty, small rumblings that the Cowboys may sign somebody and get some two former All-Pro players for a very big discount because that's just how it goes. One being Michael Thomas, because no one wants Michael Thomas right now.
Michael Thomas, the bane of my existence in fantasy. Continue.
He's fell off a cliff as far as production. It means his price is not going to be that high. It makes complete sense to Jerry and Steven, who are cheapskates, they can get, a 1-2 year deal out of him, maybe him, and then the other All-Pro being Justin Simmons, which if they can get, man, it's gonna make me look at the Kool-Aid. Even though I really need them to get a defensive tackle, because we don't have any defensive tackles, but if they can get Justin Simmons, who was on the Broncos last year, All-Pro safety, for a good deal, and they can sign our guys. I mean, like my spirits, my Cowboy spirits are back up. If so,
really right back into that doom. And then
right back when we back like we never left. So
hype, and then everyone gonna come and lose as soon as he loses. But that's and it's the cycle that never fails. When Smitty comes in, see the football season. This is the reason why I gotta subscribe. I'm actually gonna tell you why. If you're currently watching, why you have to subscribe to this channel. The Sports Factory podcast is our main podcast. Obviously, we'll have our Texas Turf Talk. And when the football season gets lit, we're going to obviously be our own version of Toxic. But when you go to the Sports Factory podcast with different, there's Cowboys fans, obviously Texan fans. We have Jets fans. We have Bronco fans. We got Browns fans. So we have a decent, like a melting pot of fan bases. And everyone has extremely different opinions. And a lot of them, they go, Lewis, he the center antagonist. Definitely he go talk his, he talk his head, and they gonna come at him every time. They gonna come in when he lose. They gonna wait for it, and they gonna attack. And not only him, but everyone in the chat, they gonna attack as well. Because that chat, when especially they literally wait for Lewis to have a big loss, whether it's the Mavericks, the Cowboys. They wait, and you may not have seen them in a couple of weeks, but they come back for this moment to get him. The most viewed snippet we have is Lewis losing. It's because Lewis lost. That's our most viewed snippet. So they look for that. It's very important to them. So if you want to come in, if you're a Cowboy fan, obviously we have a lot of Cowboy fans here. That's actually our most amount of people on our pod is Cowboy fans. So you'll feel right at home. And if you're not a Cowboy fan, you hate them, you got someone to go after. You got the main central antagonist up here. So you got someone to go at. But so I mean, your off season definitely, or your training camp should definitely be a movie. You said, what's your first? When is your preseason start?
That is a great question.
I think mine is August 1st, and that's when my guy. What's my guy?
I played the Rams first, right? So
let me see. I gotta show my guy because him doing that is so special.
Oh, we played the Rams first. Our first game is August 11th.
Oh, one more thing too. And before I show this, rest in peace to Jacoby Jones.
Yeah, man, for sure.
He passed away a couple of days ago. That was very shocking. I think he was 40 years old. I don't know what happened. He was definitely a very memorable Texan. He was a guy that was really a good teammate. He's a Super Bowl champion. He was balling in that postseason for the Ravens. Like straight, like literally one of the 3 reasons they won a Super Bowl was Jacoby Jones. The Mile High Miracle, Jared, you remember this? The 70-yard touchdown with 30 seconds to Jacoby Jones, the 109 return yard touchdown in the Super Bowl against the 49ers, and then the 50-yard touchdown catch in the Super Bowl against 49ers. Like, he low-key could have been MVP of the Super Bowl. Like, he was really pivotal for that team, and he definitely be missed. And I hope we honor him like he deserves to be honored.
Yeah, a lot of our it's a lot of the former NFL players are dying very young, man. It's an interesting thing to pay attention to.
Yeah, it is. And it's very, very sad. It's very sad. I hope we honor him. Andre Johnson, obviously he'll be a Hall of Famer. We can maybe honor Jacoby Jones with something as well. Maybe a retired jersey or something. I don't know if we retired jerseys, but maybe a Ring of Honor. The Ravens definitely should, because the Ravens, he helped you a lot.
Yeah, he did.
But this is my man. They give him the jacket. I don't know if you hear it, but this is. Yeah, it's so beautiful. You get that gold jacket, bro. This is what you've been waiting for your whole life.
I can't put it on.
Not yet, my man. I can't put it on.
Oh my god.
We gotta wait a couple more. Yeah, wait till that Hall of Fame game. Definitely a game we streaming. Especially a Texans playing. The heck, I know CJ ain't gonna touch the field. He ain't gonna look at the field. But this is the first time we've ever been on a Hall of Fame game, and obviously it's the first game of football. So no matter how slow it is and the backups and all that, we definitely so watch it. It's extremely important. So definitely it's Texans Bears, and then we also play the Bears in week 2 of Sunday Night Football. So I forgot about my Chicago guy, but definitely you need to make sure you subscribe, Chicago guy, because we gonna be talking about you a lot. Caleb Williams, definitely relevant. Just curious, one of the last things we'll talk about, is there any like matchups or team? No, let's not say team. Is there any matchup that you're looking forward to? Just like, I don't know if you know the schedule very well, but like, I don't know if the Bills play, but is there any matchups that you know of that you're very, whether it's NFC? NFC?
Yeah, I gotta look into it more. I can't. I'm just looking at when we play the Ravens and when we play the Niners.
And he said everything else do not matter.
And
do not.
What we play the.
Yeah, I'm trying to see what's the key matchups. I think the Chiefs playing us should be something to look forward to, because we never played the Chiefs. CJ Stroud's never played the Chiefs. I'm very curious to see what he does. I think do the 49ers play the Chiefs? I think they
should. I think it may be the Christmas game.
I think the 49ers play them boys. Let's see. They do October 20th. So 49ers at Chiefs is October 20th. So that's a big game to watch. It's at San Francisco, so they got to get their thing back in blood. This is definitely a game the 49ers – like, this one game, I know the 49ers are going to win. Mm-hmm. But it's like the Eagles when they beat the Chiefs. And it's like, yeah, what my man say? What the head coach say? He was talking to the Chiefs fans. What did he say? He said he was screaming at them. You remember that? I forgot what he said to the Chiefs fans, but he was walking back in the tunnel. I forget their head coach name. The Eagles head coach.
Oh,
it's been a while. I know
I forgot what he said. Like he was. I forgot what he said. It was some stupid. You talking about? Yeah, he says. I don't remember stuff like that. Good.
No, that was very viral. I know. Think about the football season. There's so much content that it's so easy to like. I feel like it's easier to forget about it than in the NBA stuff. I don't know. I feel like it's just easier to just like let that go past your head. But you have any final thoughts? Any final thoughts? Like I said, the season essentially starting tomorrow. When we get into the nitty gritty of stuff. So, yeah, any final thoughts, my man?
No final thoughts with me.
And my final thoughts: NFL season starts tomorrow. Texas, let's hit this training camp hard. I wasn't able to get no tickets because I keep misreading the ticket day, the free tickets, and then like a week later, tickets ain't going to ever exist again. Everybody's snatching things up within 10 seconds. So, but the Texans, hopefully, I'll have a really good season. This hopefully to march to a successful season. I was about to say something else to start with this. March to a successful season hopefully starts tomorrow. And for more content like this, make sure to either subscribe to JM Sports Factory, Lose Takes, both. And I'm also going to be doing my own streaming. The Texan training camp starts, so I'm going to be streaming some content, just going over what happened in the training camp, what to look out for, any interviews, things of that nature. And y'all can just hop in with me if you're a Texan fan. We can just talk our mess, have a good time, and hopefully, let's win games when it comes to it. Let's win some games. And that's all we have for you guys. If you're on here, make sure to like this stream. Very important. Make sure to like this. The algorithm will love us for that. So make sure to like the stream. Make sure to subscribe. We'll catch you guys on the next stream. And we out of here.